I'm an absolute idiot, and I'm live again. I'm probably going to delete this after the fact. And I'll just leave the other one up because we had so many technical difficulties, and that's the second time I've done this where I end the stream by accident when I try to go back on my laptop. So I apologize. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull up the chat here. I'm just going to have to read it here. What's going on there, Joel? What's going on there, Chris Gonzalez? What's going on there, Max Webster? Sorry about that. We're back on this one now. What's up there, Chris? What's going on there, Joel? What's going on there, Christopher? And I'm going to try to pull this up on my phone because it's much easier. Oh, there we go. It's much easier for me to follow on the phone. What's going on there, Steven Torres, man? Sorry about that, guys. We'll delete this after, but I wanted to talk to you guys for like another half hour, 45 minutes, whatever it may be. Didn't mean to cut that short. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. Authentic. What's going on, my man? What's going on there, Giants Girl in Florida? What's up, Sabrina? Good to see you. What's going on there, Blue Collar? What's going on there, Jason? What's going on there, Kyle Petrano? Jaden says, stand up. The other one is that, yeah, you know what happened? I did this during my member stream where it was screwing up. And when I went to switch back from the phone to the laptop, I ended the stream. I did the same thing again. I'm bad with computers. That's why I got to get a new one. I'm bad with computers. We're getting a new laptop tomorrow, Mike. That's official. No more procrastinating. What's up, Rudy? Chris, it was no dark and cold when you left. Glad to see you, man. What's going on there, Evan Ingram? What's up there, Exotic? My man just said, blank the Eagles. Let me find that, Ms. Rai. Ms. Rai said, blank the Eagle. I'm with you on that, man. I lost it, but I'm with you on that. What's going on? Oh, go Eagles. Go Eagles with the with the demon faces. Oh, hey, how are you going to come in here after telling me that Jabril Peppers is overrated with your football team and give me the devil faces? What's going on there, Nona, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, my man. Heard people saying McKinley from the Falcons could be a good fit for us. What do you think? He was a guy that, if I'm not mistaken, he was a name that came up last year. I remember talking about him last year. He could be. I mean, you know what it is, man? It's so hard to tell you I think we could go after because I don't even know who's going to be available. I think there's going to be so many names that we don't expect to be free agents that are going to be free agents. I never thought Kyle Van Noy was going to be a free agent. So as a Giants fan, I'm kind of like, let's just sit back and see who gets cut. And then take it from there. That's kind of my mindset right now. What's going on there, Formula Fitness, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, my man. Yeah, no, Jay, I remember him last year. There were rumors that we could be interested in him, if I'm not mistaken. Tack McKinley. Tana, look, the camera looked short for a sec. You were a Kid Blue set. Yeah, the laptop was facing up. What's up there, Odyssey, man? Hey, Tana, who do you... Peppers would be the best player on the Eagles defense. Pepper would be the best. Let's go over this. Now that we got Eagles fans in the chat, let's go over Giants that would be the best player on their defense. We'll start with Jabril Peppers. We'll then go over to Leonard Williams if he's back. Fletcher Cox is really good. I'm not going to lie. But let's go over all the players that would be top 3 players on the Eagles defense. Dalvin Tomlinson, Leonard Williams, Jabril Peppers, James Bradbury, Blake Martinez. I keep going. You want me to keep going? Logan Ryan. You want me to keep going, Eagles fans? I keep going. You want me to keep going? Thank you so much, Raphael, man. I really appreciate it, man. Love your work. When is the 24-hour stream coming? I think we said 50K. I think we said 50K. I think we Dexter Lawrence. How could I forget about Dexter Lawrence? If I ever had 50K subscribers, that's when I would do it. Darnay Holmes. Why not? Just throw Darnay Holmes on there too. Why not throw Darnay Holmes on there too? But let's see what we got here. Yeah, Yadam. We can put Yadam on there as well. How many subscribers for a face reveal? Daddy, I've been thinking about that for a while. This is actually a mask. And let's see. Honestly, Mayo. Well, Mayo's no longer a Giant. We cut him today, too. King Evan says, should we release or cut Ingram? Ingram's here to stay. We're going to keep Evan Ingram. Ingram's here to stay. We're going to keep Ingram. Chris, I'm still in the waiting room, Nikki Sav says. Really? I don't see a waiting room right now. You're still in the waiting room for the old stream, maybe. There's nobody in this waiting room. I started a new stream. But it's screwed up. My computer screwed up, but We're going to get a new computer tomorrow. That's official. I can't believe the Eagles fans are trying to say our top 10 defense is trash. Gone are the days where we have to worry about the Eagles. Gone are the days where I worry about the Eagles. I'm not going to worry about the Eagles for quite some time. I'm comfortable when it comes to the Eagles now. That curse is over. That team is trash. They're beneath us now. I'm not worried about the Eagles. The Eagles are gone. The Eagles are in the rearview mirror. We're done with the Eagles. You come to me with the Washington football team. Come to me with the Dallas Cowboys. Don't come to me with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are a minor league football team. I'm done with the Philadelphia Eagles. And thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, Paul. Stand up, new member. Thanks for popping in the stream, my man. What's up there, Stephen Torres, man? Evan Ingram could be the Eagles starting quarterback. And Hot Nichols, man, thank you very much. I got 5 on you. Oh, man, I appreciate that, Hot Nichols, man. Thank you very much. I got 5. I'm going there. I'm going there tomorrow, man. There's no doubt about it. And Evan Ingram, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, facts, everyone will forget about Tate when I bowl out. Oh, God. Can you please bowl out? Can you please bowl out? Kevin Sullivan says, pro tip, hit up Costco for the laptop. All right. I was going to go to Best Buy because that's where I got this one when I first started YouTube. I know nothing about laptops. Maybe I'll go to Costco. Maybe they have better deals. I'll go to Costco. I'm not a member of Costco. I'm a member of BJ's. Maybe I'll go to Costco. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll go shopping tomorrow, see where I can get the best deal. But yeah, we're going to get a laptop. We're going to get a new laptop. But thank you guys for the advice. I appreciate it. Sorry I'm late, Golden Tate, and I'll be able to improve the camera quality as well. So that's something we're doing. We're doing that tomorrow. Get that up and running before the drafted free agency. And Stephen Lilly, man, thank you very much, man. Stop calling them the Eagles. They are the Pigeons, and it's a long way to Philly when you're crap along with Oh, Lily, you got to have fun with them. You got to have fun with the Eagles fans because they ripped our hearts out for the longest time. You got to have fun with the Eagles fans, man, and we're going to start ripping your hearts out. I hope you're ready for it. Tana, Dalvin or Kyle Van Noy? I would that's a good question. I love Dalvin. It depends how I feel about this draft and whether or not I feel like I could get a really good replacement in the third round. If I feel like I can, I might lean with Van Noy. But I like Dalvin. He's a leader in the locker room. I'd like to have Dalvin back, but there's casualties when it comes to the salary cap. There's casualties. So we'll see what the Giants decide to do, man. Y'all on Coke if you feel the Eagles are definitely bet. All right, I'm going to tell you this right now. Eagles fans. Eagles are going to have the first pick in 2022. The Eagles are trash. The Eagles are a bad football team. Eagles are a bad football team. What's up there, Jesse? Says, hey, Tanner, could you make a funny face for a profile pic for me? Did that work? What's up there, ECK, man? Spencer, Hurts will be Drew Lock of this season. Probably. I'm being honest with you. I was telling Bigger Mike in my Discord. I'm being completely honest with you. If I was an Eagles fan, and I know what you guys want. I know what the Eagles fans want because they want to be able to compete. They want to be able to have a great team right out of the gate. If I was an Eagles fan, you should either be taking a quarterback or an offensive tackle. You're rebuilding, whether you want to believe that or not. The Eagles are in complete rebuild mode. A wide receiver is not a rebuild pick. I am on my hands and knees, even though I want a wide receiver. I am on my hands and knees begging that the Philadelphia Eagles take a wide receiver. Eagles are in rebuild mode. You should be taking a quarterback or you should be taking an offensive tackle. That's what you should do. It's not what you're going to do. What's going on there, Nate, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, my man. And Mike Nixon, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says our entire offense would be all their best player on the You got to have fun. You got to have fun. You got to have fun with the Eagles fans, man. What's up there, KP? Eagles starting quarterback right now is a glorified run. I'm not a fan of the Eagles right now. Joe says, if Surtain, Pitts, and Waddle are on the board, who are you taking? Either Pitts or Waddle at that point. Oh, I don't think all three of those guys are going to be on the board. But in this hypothetical, I'm a big Waddle guy. I like Pitt. I wouldn't be upset with Pitts or Waddle though, but I'm leaning Waddle right now. But I would not be upset with either one. Scott, man, thank you very much, man. Kwity Paye, Leonard Williams on the same D line. I don't want to take Kwity Paye. In the first round. I don't want to take Kwity Paye. Now, Kwity Paye, I could see us drafting if we let Leonard Williams go, but I don't want to draft Kwity Paye. I always believe in not drafting against the draft strengths, and defensive line in this draft is not a first-round strength of this draft. I'm not in favor of drafting an edge rusher in the first round for the Giants. I'm just not. Giants should draft a wide receiver. We're going to draft a wide receiver. Stand up. What's going on there, Kalen? You remind me of J.J. Watt, but if he was a midget. What's up, Pavit? I'm not a midget, man. To be honest, Eli Manning would be starting defensive player on the – yeah, probably. Camera's lagging? Is it? Doesn't look like it's lagging on my end. If it is, we'll probably just end it tonight if it is. I'm sure other people in the chat will tell me if it is. What's up there, Evan? I'm just joining right now, and I don't know if you talked about it or made a video about it, but what are your thoughts on Daniel Jones, and do you think he's the future of the Giants? I'm gonna talk about Daniel Jones more as we start to fill out this roster, and I know the players that are going to be on this team, whether it be the wide receiver, the tight end position, and everything else. But my thoughts on Daniel Jones going into this year, and listen, I say it all the time. I've never been the biggest Daniel Jones advocate. I've never been a guy that's come out and said, I know he's going to be the greatest quarterback ever. I know he's a franchise quarterback. I still don't know that. I still don't know if he's going to be a franchise quarterback. But what I'll tell you about Daniel Jones this year, I think the Giants are going to do what they need to do to find out whether or not Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. And I'm fairly confident. I'm pretty confident. I think Daniel Jones is going to have a good year this year. When I say good year, don't misinterpret it to me saying, you know what Josh Allen did this year, where Josh Allen had like 40 touchdowns. That's not what I'm saying. I think Daniel Jones is going to have solid numbers. He's going to win us big games, and he's going to beat good football teams. I'm not going to come on here and give you a fantasy prediction and tell you 4,700 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 12 picks. I don't know what his numbers are going to be. I think you're going to see an improved quarterback. I think you're going to see a guy that wins some big games, and I think you're going to see a guy that beats good teams. That's what I think you're going to see from Daniel Jones. I think you'll see him cut down on turnovers, and I think you'll see more big plays in this offense as they add more weapons. That's what I think you're going to see from Daniel Jones, and he's going to be good enough for us to win some games against good football teams. That's what I think from Daniel Jones this year. Playoffs this upcoming year, Manuel says. Yes. I think the Giants are going to make the playoffs this year. I don't want to definitively say it, but I'm leaning yes. Tana, who's the safest player you could see staying here through the next 3 to 5 years? That's easy. I'm going to let people in the chat answer that. I'm going to give you the obvious answer. Who is the most obvious player that's going to stay with the Giants for the next 3 to 5 years? Who is the safest player that is going to stay with the Giants for the next 3 to 5 years? I see a couple of Barkleys. I would not say Barkley, and I love Barkley. I don't think he's the safest. Abdullah got it. Stephen Lynn got it. Nathan got it. Andrew Thomas. Lock that up. Andrew Thomas, the big hog, he is the safest guy that is going to be here for the next 5 years. Andrew Thomas. To me, it's not even a debate. It's Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas is the safest guy. It's why I was so happy that we drafted Andrew Thomas last year at number 4 overall. We needed a guy that you could plug in there for the next 10 to 15 years to be that left tackle, and I'm confident that he's going to be Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas for sure. Bradbury. Well, I love Bradbury, but Bradbury's almost, what is he, 28? You don't know what he's going to be when he's 31, 32. Bradbury's great, but you don't know what he's going to be when he's 30, 31, 32. Everybody thought Janoris Jenkins was going to be great his entire contract. He fell off as he got older. I think Bradbury will be really good this year, but we're talking 5 years. You got to go with the younger player, Andrew Thomas. Kyle, man, thank you very much, man. If they release Tate, does that hint that they will that they will pick a wide receiver in the first round? Yes. Yes, and I thought that was, I mean, Tate to me was a given. They were releasing Tate. And I missed the $2 super chat. I'm going to read it here. That was a given. They were releasing Tate. That was obvious to me. So, but yeah, I think they're going first round wide receiver. I've thought that now since about December. I was on the cornerback train till about, week 16, week 15 in the season. And I said, we got to go wide receiver. I think they're going wide receiver. I thought they were going offensive tackle at this point last year. They went tackle. We'll see if I'm right this year. But I think they're definitely going wide receiver. I'd be surprised if they don't. Or tight end, with Pitts. But they're going a weapon for Daniel Jones. I'm pretty sure of it. I can't say 1,000%. I'm like 85% sure they're going to go with a weapon in the first round. And Nick, man, thank you very much, man. Do you like any wide receivers in the late first to early second? Yeah, we went over them earlier. I like Moore a lot. I also like the guy Kadarius Toney from Florida if he's there. There's a couple for sure that in the second round that I think the New York Giants could be looking at if they elect not to take one in the first, for sure. And Angel, man, thank you very much. Hey, Chris, what did I miss? I just got here. Angel, this is the second stream because the other one was acting up and I accidentally canceled it. So we're doing 2 streams. I'm going to go to 9:30, 9:45. We'll go for a little bit longer, but we're just talking about Golden Tate. We're talking about the offseason. Obviously, if you didn't hear, Golden Tate and David Mayo were both cut for the New York Giants. It's going to save the Giants. I think it was $8.1 million of cap space. We had about $5 million to begin with. Now we're at 13.1, at least according to Spot Track. Depends on where you go. But we got about $13 million now to spend, and I think they're going to have close to 40 when it's all said and done. Maybe a little bit more, depending on what they do with Zeitler and Nate Solder and all the other smaller cuts that they can make. But the first of what we hope is at least 4 or 5 more cuts, or 2 rather, because they cut Mayo too, just went in place today as the New York Giants are starting to set themselves up to make a big run in free agency. Chris could. There's always a team in the top 10 that takes a complete surprise. Looking at the teams, who do you think it'll be this year? Stephen Lilly says. That's a tough question, man. I think, all right, I'll go over the teams that I think are obvious that I'd be shocked if it's a surprise. Obviously, Jacksonville, that's a lock. Cincinnati, that's a lock. I would be shocked if Cincinnati does anything but take a tackle. So I think 1 and 5 are absolute locks. I think Dallas is a lock. And by what I mean lock, I think Dallas is either going best corner available on their board or they're taking a tackle. I don't see Dallas doing anything else. I don't see Dallas doing anything else. I think they're taking the best available corner or they're taking a tackle. I think those 3 are locks. Outside of the other 7 teams, which is the most likely to be a huge surprise? Eagles or the Falcons. Okay, let me ask the chat this. Would you quarterback? Because I wouldn't, but I think some people would. And if you would be surprised, I would answer the Eagles because I think it's very possible they do take a quarterback. So if you would be surprised if the Eagles would take a quarterback, I think they'd be my team. That's my answer. But I could see Atlanta shotgun us and doing something off the wall. They've made surprising picks before. Giants should cut Evan Ingram. I don't think they'll cut Evan Ingram. And I appreciate that, Afghanistan, man. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, Falcons are in a weird situation. Chris talking about the Eagles shot. I'm just talking about the 10 teams in the first round of the draft. I'm just talking about the 10 teams in the first round of the draft, my man. What's up there, Chris Gonzalez? What's up there, Gino? Krim says Eagles don't know how to draft. Stand up. What's up there, Pete Parker? They would be too smart to move for the Eagles. Therefore, they won't. Yeah, I'm with you on that. How much money is Ingram earning? I think it's about $6.5 million, right around there. Him and Peppers are making about the same money. It's between $6 and $7 million on 1 year. Do you have a Reddit? That's a random question. I don't believe I do. What's up there, Sox, Arizona, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's up there, Don Lee? What's up there, Ben Roethlisberger? God almighty, Ben Roethlisberger. Any chance we get the Heisman winner? Yes. I've mocked him in my first mock, didn't I? I definitely think there's a chance. Most improved player for 2021. I'm not going to say Hernandez. I've said Hernandez the last 2 years, and he's disappointed me. I'm not saying Hernandez. Most improved all right. I mean, Saquon Barkley to me is too obvious of an answer. That's like cheating because he got hurt. So I'm not going to say Saquon Barkley. McKinney got hurt. So I feel like that's cheating too. I'm going to give you somebody who played and who I think could dramatically improve. I'm not looking at the chat. I don't want to cheat. Most improved player. Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas. There's my answer. Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas, most improved player on the New York Giants this year. I think Andrew Thomas is going to be really, really good. I think he's going to be a consistent force on the left side all year. I'm going to go Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas. What's up there, Pete Parker? Do you think we can get Orlando Brown Jr. for a second rounder? No, I don't. I think he's going to require at least a first rounder. And James Kent, man, thank you very much, man. Darnay Holmes a good answer there, Lloyd. Pitts and Ingram with Barkley and Train in the backfield. Thoughts or Waddle? Okay, so you're saying Waddle or Pitts? I mean, either way, you have. Here's the thing, James. I see a lot of people bring up Mark Ingram, and I'm not going to be upset if we get Mark Ingram at all. Mark Ingram's a really good run. Well, he's old now. How old is he now? 31, 32? If he comes here really cheap, I'm not going to be upset if we sign him at all. I think he's a solid compliment to Barkley. I'd rather just keep Gallman. I really would. If we could keep Gallman for around the same price or a little bit more money, I'd rather just keep Gallman. And I'm starting to believe that Gallman's not going to cost an arm and a leg. And if you can bring him back for $2 million or something like that, I'm completely for it. But yeah, I mean, listen, if we get Barkley back and you have a good backup running back, whether it's Gallman or whether it's somebody else, you're saying Ingram with Barkley and Train. I don't see that happening. I don't think the Giants will sign 2 running backs. No, I don't see that happening. I think if anything, they'll draft a running back. Bring back more than likely Gallman. Draft a third running back. I could see that. I don't think they'll sign 2 running backs. But if you get Pitts or Waddle to this offense, that's the thing that everybody I think is kind of overlooking. Everybody was saying you need to get 2 wide receivers. You need to get, if you get a legitimate number 1, like let's say my dreams come true and Jamar Chase falls to 11, because I think he's the best wide receiver in this draft. If you got Jamar Chase, which I don't think is going to happen, but if you got Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle and any one of those 3 were a legitimate number 1, I think what people are discounting is they make everybody else better. Because last year, everybody was playing out of position. You were asking Darius Slayton to be more than what he is. Darius Slayton's not a number 1 wide receiver. Darius Slayton, now he's going to get number 2 coverage. You get Saquon Barkley back. That's another weapon in the backfield. I think if the Giants get one dynamic playmaker, it makes you're getting one. Everybody's discounting Barkley. You're getting one back. And you add another one, whether it's Pitts, whether it's Waddle, whether it's Smith on the outside. That opens up everything. That makes everybody better. That makes Slayton better. That makes Shepard better. That makes Ingram better. That makes everybody better. So you got to get one premier wide receiver. I think if you do that, it opens up this offense. So I think that's got to be the goal. What's up there, Muhammadu, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. How do you feel about Tyrone Williams signing with Detroit? Okay, here's what I'm going to say about Tyrone Williams signing with Detroit. I was a big Tyrone Williams fan. When he got cut, I was like, we should go after that guy. I think Tyrone Williams is brilliant because, like what I said today, I think if he would have waited, I think the market's going to crash. I think the free agency market is going to crash, and I think players are going to be rushing to sign with teams. The fact that he signed that, and he was at an advantage because he was cut, so I guess he's not a free agent. So the fact that he signed that deal now, he got more than what I think he would have been worth had teams waited and had he waited another month. I think he got like $6.5 or $7 million. Had he waited till like April 1st and all the big guys had signed, he's probably getting like $3 million and or maybe $4 million. And I'm going to tell you what, the Lions, stupid move. And I like Tyrone Williams. Stupid move. If you're going to go after a guy like Tyrone Williams, wait a month. Wait till April 1st. And if it's not Tyrone Williams, you'll sign another pretty good wide receiver for $3 or $4 million. You could have got a guy like Tyrone Williams for half the price that you paid for him today. That's my opinion on the signing. I think it was a dumb move by Detroit because of that. I think they overspent, and I think Tyrone Williams made out on the deal. I think it was a really good idea by Tyrone Williams to get in there before the market developed. What's up there, Jesse, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's going on there, Dr. Drake? Thanks for popping in the stream. Clock says, does anyone beside you and me know what oof means? I don't know, man. So many teams are about to gut their rosters because of lower cap. It'll be glorious. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be – what's up, Washington football? I know how the Washington and the Giants are going to be the two best teams next year. What's up there, Jared? Thanks for popping in the stream. Chris, you guys have a super underrated secondary, but I think you guys have too much value at safety. What's up there, Bit? Stand up. What's going on there, Total? Okay, I saw Authentic. I don't know if Authentic's still in here. I saw Authentic talk about this on Twitter today about the safety position. And, yeah, I think most people would look at that bit and they would say, well, why did you sign Logan Ryan? You got two safeties already with McKinney and obviously Peppers. The Giants they're going to use three safeties. They're going to put Peppers as a money backer. They're going to play him at the linebacker position. They're going to have three safeties out there most of the time. Those guys will be on the football field. They're going to use them in different ways. Patrick Graham throws up a lot of different formations. I think it's good that we have three good safeties for depth and because I think they're all going to play. I think, we all talk about having a guy, not having a good coverage linebacker. That essentially is what I think Peppers is going to be on third down or what Ryan's going to be. That's what Ryan was last year when McKinney was out. Go back and watch the film, watch the games. Logan Ryan always manned up the tight end. So I think all three safeties are going to be on the field. So I don't think, the one thing that I guess I'm like kind of about with the Logan Ryan signing was he's up there in age and that money maybe could have been better utilized. But in terms of playing time, I think all three of them are going to play. I think all three of them are going to play. I think they're going to find playing time for all three of them. But I worry a little bit about that, I guess, his age and was he worth it? It's only a 3-year contract, though. And if you look at the contract, the Giants could get out after 2 years. So is it the end of the world? No. He's a good locker room guy. He's still a very good player. He fits the scheme perfectly. He's a really smart guy. I'm not going to get him for making that signing. And Jay, man, thank you very much, man. Lindor's my favorite player. I'd hoped for years he'd be a Yankee, but Cohen got bossed. Son of a boss. So congrats to Masons. Let's go Subway Series. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun this year, isn't it, man? Between the Mets and the Yankees, I can't wait for baseball season to start. But yeah, I can't wait to see Lindor. The only thing, Jay, that I'm a little worried about, the last time I got super excited about the Mets acquiring a middle infielder, it didn't work out too well. That was Roberto Alomar, but obviously Alomar was a little bit more up there in age, so this should work. Lindor's in the prime of his career. He's one of the best players in baseball. Big Blue in the Bronx, what's going on, my man? Giants 11-6 if they add the 17th game. I think between 9 and 11 wins. That's probably where I'm going to have the Giants. But I don't want to be too. I want to see what they do the rest of the offseason. Justin, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, what do you think about Mac? Maybe a cheap contract if Gallman signs elsewhere. Yeah, I saw that on ESPN. Justin, I saw Marlon Mack. I think it was ESPN. It was one of the major networks. Maybe it was PFF or I don't know. But one of them brought up Marlon Mack from the Indianapolis Colts as a possibility for the Giants to sign as a running back. I'm not against it. Marlon Mack's a solid running back with the Colts, but the one thing that I'm not in love with, and if we miss out on Gallman, there may be better options. The one reason I'm not in love with signing Mack, we're talking about a running back with Saquon Barkley that's coming off a major injury. Marlon Mack's coming off a major injury. So I don't know if that's the best of ideas. Like if you're going to invest money in a backup running back, is it the best of ideas to invest that money in a guy that's coming off an injury to back up a guy that's coming off an injury? I don't know. I think I'd rather go for a guy that was proven to be healthy last year. I'm pretty sure Mack had an injury last year, if I'm not mistaken. So because of that, I don't think he'd be my first option. I think I'd look elsewhere. Blue Collar, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Tate, can we get something up where if you mention the junior baseball team in New York on a Giants Knicks chat, you must be $5 for the verbal morality code, John Smartin, and donate to St. Blue Collar. Blue Collar. I love you, my man. Yeah, and I appreciate what you said on Twitter about a month ago. I think you said I'm your favorite YouTuber in spite of me being a Mets fan. That ain't going to change. That's my team. I got to rep my team, man, just like you got to rep your Yankees. I don't come on here and I don't pretend to be something I'm not. You don't think I know if I would say I'm a Yankees fan? Yeah, I know the Yankees are more popular. I'm a Mets fan. I got to rep my Mets. I've been repping my Mets my whole life. Ain't changing. Ain't changing, my man. I ain't changing. And Asia, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. I appreciate it. Mwah. There you go. Thank you so much for being here. And Dylan, man, thank you very much, man. What about Najee Harris to back up Barkley? Again, it doesn't make a lot of sense. If you're gonna invest a early pick in a running back, that doesn't make sense to me. I love Najee Harris. That doesn't make sense to me. We have too many other needs. You could get running backs late in the draft to be backups, or like I said, you could bring back Wayne Gallman. Najee Harris is a really good running back. I'm not investing a second-round pick in a running back. I'm not doing it. Chris, man, thank you very much. I don't want to see us have a horrible first half of the season again, then have a decent second half, only to finish with 7 or 8 wins, miss the playoffs. Well, neither do I, Chris. But this year, Chris, I honestly believe that's not going to happen. This team, think about what we went through last year. And I know every team did, right? But couple that. How many teams in the league had a 38-year-old head coach who had never coached before, a roster as young as ours? You think about the impact players on our roster. Look around the roster. The offensive line, they're all young. We might have one of the 3 or 4 most youngest rosters in the sport. I don't know that. But in terms of guys that have an impact, I'm not talking about the overall 53-man squad, but a very young roster, a 38-year-old head coach, 2 new schemes that had to be learned on both offense and defense, a brutal start to the season in terms of our schedule. Couple all that together, and it was bound to be a mess to start. This year, we're coming back. We know the scheme on both sides of the ball. We have a year of familiarity. Judge has a year of experience. This team is going to be much more prepared. They're going to be much more prepared. And there's no way they're going to be playing as challenging as a schedule. I don't think the Giants come out and lay an egg to start the year. I think they come out fighting, and I don't think we're getting out to like an 0-4, 0-5 start. I think the Giants are going to get off to a pretty decent start. Obviously, I don't know their schedule yet in terms of the order, but I think they're going to be much more prepared. And I'm going to tell you what, man, when I look at the Giants' schedule last year, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I looked at the Giants' schedule last year, Chris, and I said to myself before the year started, I said, well, that's 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss, 4 loss, 5 loss. Like I saw like 5 or 6 like automatic losses. I don't see that this year. I see like 1, maybe 2. Like outside of the Kansas City game, I don't see a game. Obviously, there's going to be games where I don't pick us, but I don't see a game where I'm like, well, there's no way we can't win that game. I don't see that this year. I don't. Like going into last year, obviously you felt reluctant to pick us against the Eagles. I no longer feel that way. You felt reluctant to pick us against the Cowboys. I no longer feel that way. And I just look at our schedule. The Raiders, is that an automatic loss? The Chargers, the Broncos, are those automatic losses? And who's the other division that we're playing? We're playing the South. I don't remember. I can't even remember the NFC division we're playing off the top of my head. I think we're playing the South, right? Playing the South, the Saints. Is that who we're playing? But yeah, we are because we're playing the Panthers and the Falcons. Panthers, is that an automatic loss? No. Falcons, no. Saints without Breeze, they should beat us probably, but it's not an automatic loss. So I don't know. The Bucks, we lost by 2 points against them last year, and who knows how Brady's going to be when he's 97 instead of 96. So I don't go into next year and say to myself, like last year when I looked at the schedule, I said Ravens, no chance. I said 49ers before the year started, no chance. I said Bucks, probably not much of a chance. I said Seahawks, no chance. I said Rams, no chance. I don't feel that way this year. Steve, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Just which team is going to suffer most because of the cap? Probably the Eagles. I mean, that's just being honest. The Eagles and the Saints, their cap situations are dreadful. Probably the Saints. Saints are really bad. You've already started to see them cut some of the players on their team. Probably the Saints. Brady seems to get better as he ages. You're right. Brady could be 1,000 and he'll be throwing 40 touchdowns. I don't think Brady's going to die, actually. I don't think Brady's going to die. Who was the guy that they said found the Fountain of Youth in Florida? I think it was Brady. Brady went to Florida, so it makes sense. What's going on there, Joro, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. If the Giants don't make the playoffs, is Gettleman gone? Alan says. You know, I get asked this question before every season. How is Gettleman going to be gone? What is it going to take for Gettleman to be gone? It's hard for me to answer that. You know, because like if the Giants go 9-8 and miss the playoffs, but they play really well, is he gone? I don't know. So I don't want to put like playoffs or he's gone on the table, but we need to see dramatic improvements. We need to see them beat good teams. We need to see them be in the playoff race. If they go 9-8 or 10-7 and miss the playoffs, I don't think Gettleman's gone, personally. If they go 8-9 and miss the playoffs, yeah, he's gone. They go 7-10 and miss the playoffs, yeah, he's gone. And I think a lot of it's going to come down to Daniel Jones. But yeah, obviously, my expectations are at least a legitimate playoff contender going into the year. Last year, I didn't feel that way going into the year. This year, I expect at least 8 or 9 wins going into the year. So if we don't get that at a bare minimum, I think he's gone. Clocks, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Bro, Chris Sims, who I think is top 3 in judging quarterback down, that guy is always on the money. He always comes off with like, there's a 17-game schedule this year. It's not 16. Somebody said, what do you mean 9-8? There's a 17-game schedule this year. Well, it's not official, but it's leaning that way. But Chris Sims is usually on the money. He actually had Lamar Jackson, if I'm not mistaken, as the number 1 quarterback in 2018. And I thought he was crazy. This year, yeah, today he came out, he had Wilson as his number 1, and he had Mac Jones as his number 3. I am not a big fan of Mac Jones. I was surprised he had him at 3. Wilson, I am. And when I first read that list, I applauded him. I'm like, he's got balls. But I think Wilson could be the best quarterback in this year's draft class. I would still list Lawrence. Lawrence is really good, but I am a big fan of Zach Wilson. And I think the Jets would be silly to pass up on him. I'm a big fan of Zach Wilson. I think if the Jets give him the right support system, Zach Wilson could be a very good quarterback in the NFL. I'm impressed when I watch some of the highlights and, you know, some of what I've seen in terms of the game film on Zach Wilson. I still like to watch the quarterbacks. I'm a big fan of Zach Wilson. And so when I first saw that, I'm like, I like that pick. You know, even though I picked Lawrence, I like that pick. Mac Jones, didn't like that pick. Steve, man, thank you very much, man. You sound bitter about Brady. Is it because Rodgers is trash? No, I'm not. I mean, listen, man, I got to give Brady his respect, man. He's the greatest of all time. He's the greatest of all time. He's the greatest of all time. I still love Rodgers, though. You know that. Manuel, man, thank you very much, man. Greetings from LA. Hoping to go to a Giants-Chargers game here and a Rams-Giants game in New York. Anyway, meet up in the game can be the – yo, Manuel, we'll talk about it. I think the way I'm going to do it in terms of the meetup for the game, and first we got to make sure things are at least semi back to normal and people could go. I know that they said 15% capacity. Hopefully it's more by then. But the thing that I'm probably going to do, I think it's going to be early in the season because of the weather. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of people, you know, some people are going to be like in like December, they're going to be like, do I really want to go to a football game at 25 degrees or do I want to stay in my warm house? So preferably I'd like it to be in September or October. So probably one of their first 3 or 4 home games. I'm going to tell you what right now. The 2 games I would love to go to is either the game, I would assume it's probably going to be the first game of the year, where they retire Eli Manning's jersey. I would love to go to that game. And if not that, I would love to go to the Giants-Eagles game. Because I think the Giants-Eagles game this year is going to have a little bit more electricity. Yeah, we'll pick it, man. But it's going to be relatively early in the year. I think that's what the game plan is going to be. Hopefully they retire against the Bucs. Yeah, we'll see, man. Yeah, they're retiring his jersey, Luke. They were going to do it last year. But they didn't because of the pandemic. Nikki Sav says, Chris, why didn't the Giants wait till June 1st to cut Tate? What was the I don't even know. What was the savings? What was the savings after June 1st? I know what it is with Solder. But the thing I'll say about waiting till June 1st, Nikki, here's the thing. And here's the common misconception. And maybe somebody knows in the chat what the difference would have been. But here's the common misconception. Like, okay, so they saved $6.1 million by cutting him now. So let's say they would have saved 10 after June 1st. Okay, let's say they would have saved 10 after June 1st. Okay, so it would have been 8.5. So a $2 million difference, right? 6.5 now, 8.5 after June 1st. So $2 million. Okay, here's the common misconception. You still got to pay that money. So if you save $2 million on your cap this year by cutting them after June 1st, that $2 million just goes against the cap the following year. It just gets redistributed. So now you have a $2 million dead cap hit on 2021. And then the other thing I'll say is, if you wait till June 1st, you may not have enough money to sign the guys that you want when free agency kicks off. Guys like Leonard Williams, guys like Dalvin Tomlinson. So I think that's the reasoning behind it. I think that's the reasoning behind it. All right, even if it would have been 10, that $4 million goes against the cap next year. So it's there's no getting around it. You're going to have to pay that money. It's just a matter of distributing it differently. So that's probably the reasoning, and they wanted to make sure they had enough money when free agency kicks off. Yes, and 6.5 would have been 6.5 should be enough to sign the rookie class. That's another thing that we're so used. What do I think the Washington football team record will be? I'll get back to you when I know your quarterback. I don't know yet because I don't know your quarterback. But what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm getting old. I forgot. I'll remember later though. Tyrod Taylor is a backup. I don't mind Tyrod Taylor as a backup. Again, it comes down to cost. We can't be paying the backup quarterback a ton of money. If we could get Tyrod Taylor for $3 million, I'm cool with it. There's a number. Brissett's been my guy, but it comes down to money for me. If you can get him on a cost-effective deal, if you can get him like for what Winston signed for last year with the Saints, for like $3 million, I'm okay with that. Oh, rookie contracts. Thank you. Yeah, James. That's what I was going to get to. As Giants fans, we've become so used to having to shell out a lot of money for rookie contracts. We don't got to do that so much this year because we're not picking as early in the draft. That's an advantage to not be picking in the top 3 or 4. When you're picking second with Barkley, you're paying him a lot more than you would if you picked him 11th. At 11, last year, the 11th overall pick was Mekhi Becton. The Jets paid him $4 million. We paid Andrew Thomas almost $7 million. The cap's going down this year, so I would imagine the rookie salaries will go down as well. So we're probably going to be paying that 11th overall pick $3.5 million. And then after that, we're probably only going to have $5.5, $6 million of draft expenses this year, where in prior years, it was like $10 million because we had more picks and we were picking higher in the draft. So because we're picking a little bit deeper, the advantage to that is that we're not going to have to shell out as much money to the rookies. So in a way, that kind of worked out because the Giants want to take a wide receiver anyway. More than likely, that's what we were going to do anyway. And if we got Jamar Chase at 6 or 11 or Devontae Smith at 6 or 11, the difference of where you're picking, you save a lot more money picking further back in the draft. So in a way, it kind of worked out if we still get our wide receiver. So what do you think about the Eagles being an idiot in the draft like last year? I sure hope so, man. I sure hope so. Sup, Dana, where are the mods at? You need me, Flicker says. Yeah, I don't know where the mods are. I mean, they might be in another stream. Who knows? I'm going to add a couple more mods because I got to have people that are here all the time. That's what mods are for. So I'll add them here and there, but I'm definitely not doing what I did last time. It's happened like 3 times. I'm going to pick out people that are in all my streams. Those are going to be my mods, and it's only going to be about 10 tops because I get 600 people blocked, and it's annoying. Hey, Chris, how's it going? What's going on there? Bueno Annex popping in the stream, man. Bye week next year, Darian says. We don't know when the bye week's going to be. We don't know. That's not announced yet. Where would I prefer it to be? I probably prefer it to be mid-season. I don't want it to be too late. I don't want it to be too early. I always like it when it's like in the middle, like week 7, week 8. But yeah, we don't know the bye week yet. The schedule hasn't come out. We know the opponents, but the schedule hasn't come out yet in terms of the order. What's going on there, Jay Diamond Man? Thanks for popping the stream. Did you look at the? No, I haven't yet, Steven, but I'm assuming in my Discord I'll take a look after. And Ada, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. He says, I'm always here, Chris, but I am regardless. Listen, I don't want people to feel like they have to always be here. But I'm just saying that the people that are always here will be the people that I give mods to, because that's those are who should have mods. People that are here to moderate the chat. And New York for life, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, I'd like to apply to get my mob job, my mod job back. I'll give you hummus and a high five. New York for life loves the hummus. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna do it like once, probably at the end of this month. I'll give out one, and I'll probably give out like 3 more before the draft, because that's when I'm gonna need a few more. But I don't want to give out too many, because I had like 40 mods, which isn't that many. I think for the amount of subscribers I have, but it just gets stupid. You get people that troll and they block too many people. So I'm gonna be very selective with who I pick. But yeah, man, I know who's here, so I'm gonna slowly give them back. But I know if I start giving them, more people are gonna come in, more people are gonna be asking for them. I'm gonna slowly give them back. I'm not gonna forget about you, man. I'm not gonna forget about you. Saquon Barkley is the boss. Dr. Drake, I'm gonna tell you right now. Saquon Barkley, I am praying. Here's my thoughts on Saquon Barkley, Dr. Drake. Here's my thoughts on Saquon Barkley. I get it. I get it. Okay? I've heard it. It's been 3 years. I've heard it. People aren't happy with the pick. It was the wrong pick. It's over. It's 3 years in the past. People make mistakes in their lives. People get tickets. People get whatever. People make mistakes. It doesn't mean because the New York Giants made the wrong pick. And it's nothing against Saquon Barkley, by the way. I want to reiterate that. It's nothing against Saquon Barkley. I love Saquon Barkley. It was the wrong pick because the Giants were not set up to help him at that point in time. You ask any scout in that draft, he was the best player in that draft. It just so happens in a draft that the New York Giants were picking the 2 best players. One was a guard, one was a running back, if they weren't going quarterback. 2 positions that you don't generally draft in the top 5. It was the wrong pick. We didn't have the team situated to support a running back. We didn't have a good offensive line. It's time to move on. Saquon Barkley's on the team. Saquon Barkley is a very talented player, and if we fix the other parts of this team, we could have a very good football team with Saquon Barkley on it. That's my thoughts on Saquon Barkley. If you're still pissed about the pick, get over it. Saquon Barkley is a New York Giant. That's my thoughts on the pick. Saquon Barkley is a damn good football player. And if we build this offensive line the right way and he comes back healthy, Saquon Barkley is going to have a damn good year, and we're going to win a lot of football games. That's my thoughts on Saquon Barkley. You can't live in the past. Jay, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, Gettleman won't be drafting or going free agent for either a wide receiver or cornerback 2. Bad Dog signed to play both ways. Bad Dog is the next Bad Dog is the next Bad Dog's the next Deion Sanders. And Simon, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, sup, my man, Waddle or a tall wide receiver later, Terry or Bateman? I'd go Waddle. I'm a big fan of Waddle, though, so you're talking to the wrong guy if you want to take Terry. But I do like Terry, though, a lot, and Bateman. But I don't think Bateman would go past the first round, so we wouldn't get him if we passed up on him at 11. Pistol Pete, man, but I do like Terry in like the 3rd or 4th from Florida State. Pistol Pete, man, thank you very much, man. Draft a point guard first round next year or sign a free agent. Let's go, Knicks. I think for the Knicks, you're still just drafting the best available player. We need a point guard. We definitely need a young point guard that could build with this team, but I don't want to force a position either. I think you're going best available player that fits what we're looking to do. Whether that's, really, it's a point guard. When you really think about it, we kind of have this. Yeah, hopefully there's a good point guard because that's definitely our biggest need right now. If there's not a point guard worth drafting where we're picking next year, yes, I would go out there and sign one. And I think the best available point guard from what I looked was I have to look again. It was the guy from the Pelicans. What the hell? I forgot his name off the top of my head. But there's some decent point guards in next year's free agency class. Maybe you get a stopgap if there's not one worth drafting. Zahai, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sup, Dana, let's talk some edge. What do you think? Tack McKinney. Tack McKinley, somebody brought him up earlier. We were rumored to be potentially interested in him last year, actually. Could be underrated dark horse free agency signing. The thing with him, if I remember correctly, no, not Lonzo Ball. Not Lonzo Ball. I don't think he may not still play for the Pelicans. Not Lonzo Ball. I'm thinking of somebody else. Drew Holiday. I think he used to play for the Pelicans. I don't know if he still does. Drew Holiday is a free agent next year. Drew Holiday. That I think if I'm not mistaken, he might be the best point guard on the open market. I glanced at it quickly. I think it would depend on what the price is. I don't even know how good he still is, to be completely honest with you. But Drew Holiday was a guy that he's on the Bucks now, but I think he used to be on the Pelicans, if I'm not mistaken. He's on the Bucks now, but I think he used to be on the Pelicans. But as far as Takk McKinley goes with the defensive end on Atlanta, could he be an underrated dark horse free agency signing? I know he's got off the field issues. I don't know. I remember I did a video on him last year when the Giants could potentially be rumored to be interested in him. I think there'll be a better fit. I don't think he's the type of guy that the New York Giants would be looking to bring in here. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not remembering properly. But I thought there was something with him off the field, or maybe it was just him trying to get off the team. I don't remember. But I think there'll be better options. But he's a guy that keep an eye on. Steve, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, he used to be a Pelican. I thought he used to be a Pelican, yeah. He used to be a Pelican, though. Steve, man, living in the past, I'm still pissed at the Flowers pick. I think we all are. But you got to move on, man. You got to move on, my man. You got to make the best out of a bad situation. Pistol Pete says, have faith. Aztec team Saquon, he will be great. As long as he's healthy, I think Saquon Barkley is going to be terrific next year, especially with what I think will be an improved offensive line and a weapon on the outside. Jimmy says Hassan Reddick and Van Noy would allow us to go ham on offense in the draft. Could be a bit much more, money, though. Yeah, I don't see it in the budget to be able to sign both of those players, Jimmy. I don't think we need both, though, to be honest with you. I mean, we could use one. I don't think we need both. I mean, I think you're going to get Lorenzo Carter back. I think you're going to get O'Shane Ximines back. We'll see if they bring Fackrell back. You drafted Cam Brown. He looked decent when given the opportunity. Carter Coughlin, you see how those guys progress. I don't think you need both. I think you could use one if it fits the budget. I don't think you need to sign two. And you could even draft one in like the third or fourth round. But I don't think you need both. I could see us drafting one, though. I think Reddick fits the scheme and Van Noy as well. Karan, man, thank you very much, man. Quickly, as a point guard for the future, why not him? I ain't a Knicks fan, but I'm just wondering why not him, Tana? I like Quickly a lot. I don't view him as a pure point guard. I think he could definitely be a starter. I don't view him as a distributor, really. To me, he's more of a scorer. He's kind of like a combo guard. He's not really a true point guard, but in today's NBA, it's kind of a positionless sport anyway. I guess I didn't really view Steph Curry as a real point guard either. Maybe he could develop into that. I still got to see more from Quickly before I'm like committed to think he could be a starting point guard every night. But I don't really view him as a true traditional point guard. And New York, man, thank you very much, man. Sorry my Dodgers stole Bauer from y'all. Listen, man, it is what it is. Trevor Bauer stole money from you. So I don't feel that. I mean, I wanted him. I'll be the first to tell you I wanted him. You guys overpaid. What'd you guys pay him, like $44 million a year or something ridiculous like that? You guys overpaid. I'm not gonna get pissed at the Mets for not paying Trevor Bauer that kind of money. It's absurd. He was great last year. He was great in 2018. He had a great year and a half stretch, and maybe he'll do that for you guys. But if you look at the rest of his baseball card, he's basically John Neese. So we'll see if he duplicates it for you guys, and best of luck. But I don't think he was worth the money that he got. And Joe, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, with the 6th pick, the Eagles select Kyle Trask. Let's go, Joe, man. I certainly hope so, man. I hope Mr. Toppin, he better big fella. I don't know about Toppin, man. I hope he matures, man. I don't think Toppin fits this team that well right now. I think that's as big of a problem as everything else. I don't think he fits the team right now. Let's clone LT and bring him back to the team. What's up, Louie? Somebody just said, Mir said, hey, Chris, Taco told me about this channel. Loving it, man. Shout out to Taco for letting me know. No, shout out to Taco for letting you know it's right, man. Taco's brought a couple of people to my channel. Taco is a diehard sports fan. He always I'm gonna tell you this, out of all my subscribers, Taco is one of the most active off of YouTube and on YouTube, but off YouTube as well. He's always messaging me on Twitter. Chris, you gonna make a video? You gonna make a video about this? You gonna make a video about that? Passionate New York sports fan, great contributor to my channel. So I'm glad you checked it out, man. Welcome to the channel, my man. Toppin needs to be in the I just don't think he fits the team right now, man. What's up there, Evan, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. I think I heard Washington has started Kid Blue at quarterback. I think he's too short. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. If Kyler Murray did it, why can't Kid Blue? I swear, every time I watch an Arizona Cardinals game, I feel like I'm watching like a 7th grader play football. So if Kyle Murray did it, why can't Kid Blue? All right, Chris Gonzalez, you have a good one, my man. Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Stephen Lilly says, Entertainment Sports, honestly, I'm praying Parsons is still there at 11. He is who I want, and draft a wide receiver later in the later rounds. I'm a big Parsons fan, Lily, so I would not be upset. I think he fits the scheme very well. So I would not be upset at all. I don't know if he'll be there. Exotic, man, you have a great one, man. I'm going to close this out now anyway. I didn't plan on going that long. I'm going to go for another 3 or 4 minutes. But I just want to go live, talk a little Giants with you, because obviously there was big news today. I was going to make a video, and I was like, you know what? Let's just go live and talk about it. Possible surprise cuts from the Giants, Connor says. The biggest potential surprise cut, in my opinion, and you're going to laugh, is Dixon. I don't know if I'm predicting that to happen, but if there was a surprise cut I could see happening on the New York Giants, I would say Riley Dixon. He's making a good amount of money. He's a punter. He's coming off a year where he wasn't great. And the cap shrunk. So I'm not saying I want that to happen, but you're asking me for like a potential surprise cut. My surprise cut would be Riley Dixon. And Irish Rover, man, you have a great night, man. Thanks for popping in the stream, my man. Yeah, see you guys next video. All right, Louie. Hey, Chris, I would only like Pitts if we sign a big-name wide receiver in free agency or all 3 are off the board. Well, then I don't think you're going to like Pitts because I don't think that's going to happen. And Jay, man, thank you very much, man. If I had a magic wand, Philly 500 would be the turds. Philly 500 at quarterback, man. That'd be good. Chris, man, you have a great night, man. I'm not picking that, Connor. But if you ask me a potential surprise, I would say that. And by the way, don't think I forgot. I've just been busy. Tomorrow I'm going to have the members. I see Rudy's in here. I wanted to shout him out. I'm going to have the members giveaway. I'll have a video up for that tomorrow. I know I said I was going to do that like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm going to have that up tomorrow on the channel for you guys in the members comments. So we'll give away a hat again. I don't think I forgot about that. I just want to say what's up to Rudy. Chris, I think we should sign RJ to a 10-year, $500 million contract. Flickers, I think you need to put down the beers. And Taco, man, thank you very much, man. Chris, did someone just say RJ sucks? Oh, Taco, you're killing me. You're killing me. Taco, I'm buying an RJ jersey this week. I'm going to wear it on stream. You better get used to that. And you better buy one yourself, man. You better buy an RJ Barrett because he's going to be here for a long time, my man. But, guys, I am going to close it out. I just want to say thank you to everybody for all the support. I just wanted to go live for a little bit rather than make a video because I haven't talked to you guys exclusively about Giants. Sorry for the mess up during the stream. We went live twice, but I just thought it'd be better if we restart. Well, I didn't even think it'd be better. I screwed up. I ended the stream by accident. But thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for being the best supporters on YouTube. I will see. Well, I'll be on Bad Dogs this week. I think it's going to be Thursday or Friday. So we'll be back talking Giants in a couple of nights. And I'm sure I'll have a Giants video up for you guys very soon, along with, obviously, the Knicks stream tomorrow night if you're a Knicks fan. But, guys, have a great rest of your night. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being the best supporters on YouTube. We'll talk soon. Have a good night, everybody.